How's it going, guys? What of course you'll be seeing today is a breakdown of challenge mode, which was a supposedly harder version of the Taken King raid for one particular boss each week. It was released December 1st, which is today at the time that I'm making this video. And this week, the particular challenge mode boss is the Warpriest. I'm assuming in different weeks it will be Golgoroth, say next week, and then 2 weeks from now it'll be Oryx. We'll see how it goes. We'll see what Bungie decides. But as of December 1st, the Tuesday reset, the Warpriest is the boss chosen for challenge mode. What I'll do before I break down what challenge mode is and what it entails, if you've never beaten hard mode Warpriest before, or even normal Warpriest, I'll leave a video in the description telling you that basically gives all the breakdowns of all the mechanics and everything you need to know in order to beat him quickly and efficiently. That'll be in a separate video in the description. Anyway, challenge mode. Before we start, things you should know about it. There isn't any option to load directly into the Warpriest challenge itself. You're going to have to either start from fresh and get to the Warpriest, or you can go on LFG and get the checkpoint from someone, or say fire teams from Reddit. I joined LFG for my 3 characters to get them, so it wasn't that difficult. So, you just have to wait for someone to pick up a checkpoint and then just grab it off them, beat it, and then continue forward. You might, if you want to save some time and you plan on doing it with multiple characters, talk with your raid group before you actually begin the fight, and that way you can load in the characters, wipe, and then your next character has the checkpoint and you can continue this process. So again, you can't load into it directly. You must have a different aura holder per phase. This actually isn't any different than you would run it in normal or hard mode with your normal group and routine of players. And like normally, like for whatever reason, some people would say this is a challenge because you don't have a designated or a carrier, but I'm not really too sure why you would, because the one guy, it puts too much pressure on him, it makes it mistake prone, and it's time consuming, because say I pick up the aura on the left, I have to go all the way over to the right. It's a huge waste of time. So it's not really any different than you would normally run it. And one thing I want to point out, if your aura holder dies while like killing the ads, make sure that the second person that replaces the guy that died does not pick it up in the second or third phase of damaging the Warpriest. There's no definitive confirmation on any research I've done that suggested that this is necessary. It's possible that guy can pick it up again and there will be no problems. But honestly, I would do it the way I say and just be safe on that, because it might credit him as having the aura, and then the next run you'll have to do it all over again. Leading right into that, deaths do not matter, nor do the amount of phases doing DPS. There's a rumor going around I've seen that you have to 1 or 2 kill phase to actually get the challenge. Both are wrong, because one of my LFG groups that I did after this run took me 3 cycles and we still got the rewards. So 2 or 3 cycles, even 4 I imagine, if you really need it, no problem, you'll get the rewards there. Another note, if you completed it on one character and didn't complete the challenge, you can try it again in the future. You can come back later today, tomorrow, whenever, and you can get it again. But you can only get it once, of course. If you see them you will see them at the end, but the rewards are a confirmed drop from the encounter at 310 for normal and 320 for hard mode. Also a 310 artifact for normal and a 320 artifact for hard, as well as the calcified fragment and the emblem. If you do hard mode first, you get all of these all at once, and in addition to that, the chest also has a chance to drop an exotic, so in addition to your 3 of coins going into the boss, so you can potentially get all of that and 2 exotics out of it if you're lucky. So personally, with regard to this challenge, my opinion on it, I've seen so many people bashing it for being way too easy or sort of a waste of time other than the artifact. And make no mistake, if you're used to running this and you know the mechanics, it is a breeze. I didn't even notice a difference. I thought it was a regular hard mode at first run. I was expecting there to be a ton more tougher enemies, pinning me back, making things more difficult, but I didn't really notice a big change at all. It really wasn't that difficult. The thing is, though, it does solve many key issues that people have been complaining about, and that's the double RNG in the game, that being the RNG of a weapon drop itself, and the fact that it drops anywhere between either like 300 to 310 for normal or 310 to 320 for hard. The difference is, if you run it on hard, you're guaranteed a 320 drop, and you're guaranteed a 310 drop. if you do hard at once, because then you get to both normal and easy. So it takes the RNG out of the game. The only remaining RNG is actually whether you get a special or a heavy weapon. You're guaranteed a 310 or a 320 weapon, which was a large amount of the complaints that Destiny was completely neutralized with this new scheme. So it helps newcomers, and it gives infusion fuel, or perhaps a new weapon to the veterans. I suppose the only sticking point and counterpoint that people are going to have in terms of complaints is the fact that, yes, it was supposed to be extremely difficult. Yes, it was supposed to be a challenge, and that, I can assure you, it wasn't. It was quite easy. But having said that, I'm not complaining about the rewards. I'm still finding it a good way to get my 320 artifact, level up my guys some more, and now that I'm done, I don't really have to play the rest of the week, so it's easy. We'll see if Golgoroth's really is a big change, and we'll see if Oryx is a really big change, but again, we'll see that in the future. Take your rewards. I'll see you at Golgoroth.
Ooh, I got a 320 rocket with cluster bomb.
Oh, spicy. My artifact was the Fist of 8 Moons.